Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to today's episode, today's video on goal management. Now, we have been doing this every day from 14th of January, and recently we have now switched over from daily to Mondays and Thursdays, 5 p.m. It was just because of the response that we didn't find many people getting interested in the subject. So we said, let's reduce the frequency. So I am here today to go into the next lesson of goal management. And as we have been saying, and I don't mind repeating it any number of times, that the goals in 2021 are going to be different from any year before. Now, the basics, the fundamentals, they won't change, but the application of those fundamentals will change because the environment has changed and it is changing and there is uncertainty. Okay, so therefore, we have to look at 2021 with a different perspective, a different lens, and in that we apply the lessons we have learned in the year 2020, which has been a tough year for most of us, right? So now let's go straight away on to what are we talking today about. So today we are talking about a very interesting, very important subject, which is quite a lot to do with what I have already covered earlier in terms of self-discipline is commitment. Now, what is commitment? Before I say anything else, let me put it in very simple terms. Commitment is a promise that I make myself. A promise that I say, come what may, I have to achieve it. Which means it is not negotiable. For nothing in the world can I stop acting on that. That is commitment. That is the sense of a state or quality of being dedicated to a cause or an activity. It is dedication, devotion, loyalty, and faithfulness that determines the level of commitment. Now, commitment can be to yourself, to another individual, or to an organization. But today, I will focus more on commitment to yourself because in achieving your goals, it is your commitment to yourself that you made a promise, you made a goal, you are very sure, you believe that that goal can be achieved. It is a stretchable goal, and still I know I can do it. So when I do that, I go on to say that let me be absolutely committed. Now, if I go by a very interesting quote by Howard J. Klein, he says, commitment is defined as a psychological bond reflecting dedication to and responsibility for a particular target or a particular goal. Okay, so now let me begin with that this has been one of my very favorite subjects, and in all my team building training, I have been talking about commitment. And when it comes to commitment in an organization, I say that somewhere, if I've been asked to give a report or submit a report by Monday, then I'm committed to do it on Monday, come what may. Now, I cannot go around on Monday morning and say, sorry, sir, I couldn't do it because A, B, C, Z, Z. I don't care. I don't care what excuses you have. I don't care what reasons you have. Because you made a commitment, and based on your commitment, the boss made a commitment to his boss, there is a there is a uh, profound effect, a multiplying effect, a compounding effect, because which will be there because of your lack of commitment. When it comes to my goals, similarly, if I made a commitment to myself, I have to honor that commitment because firstly, I can't give myself a reason to disobey myself. Okay, so I have to be very, very strong in my determination, in my passion, in my dedication, in my devotion, and say that I have to do it. So, if you have a dream, you set a goal, make a commitment, and take 100% responsibility for achieving that goal, then there is nothing that can stop you. When you're committed, you won't accept any excuses. They are just not allowed. Commitment is such a powerful feeling. It is a powerful element that makes you strong, and you feel very proud of yourself. You feel very strong. You feel very, uh, what should I say? You feel very honorable to yourself. Okay, at once you have commitment, then it influences your thoughts, your behavior, your actions, and ultimately your outcomes, right? So, this is something that goes hands in hand with your self discipline that we have been talking about, and they are quite correlated, they're quite integrated, they go hand in hand. Okay, so this is a force that keeps you moving towards your goals even when you don't feel like doing it, you are disappointed, and you're on the verge of giving up. That is the time when commitment comes in, right? There was a time in my life when I was getting a little uh, into that feeling of giving up. When I was the chairman of an army school in Bareilly in way back in 2002, 2002 and 3, and there was a time when there was a lot of problem in the leadership. The principal was not really responding to what we wanted, and forget that. But now there was a time when I said to myself, I have only 6 months to go. And why am I getting into all this chaos? Why can't I let things go as they are and let the next chairman come and take a decision? And that's the time when my wife reminded me of my commitment. She said, "You stood on the stage and and you addressed 2,000, or rather, parents of 2,000 children, that you will provide the best possible education. And you know that if you allow this principle to continue, that will not happen. How can you get back on your commitment?" And that gave me so much of power. And I said, "Thank you. You woke me up." When I was getting into that little soft corner of quitting, the commitment brought me back. And it was my wife who made me realize. So, another point here is share your commitment, share your goals with somebody who can come back to say, "Hey, you made a commitment. How are you going back on it? You said you will complete this book this month. Why haven't you done it?" Okay, somebody who's close to you, who could be your mentor, could be your guru, could be your friend, could be anyone who is not who's not going to be lovey-dovey and not going to say, "Oh no, no, it's okay. So whatever didn't happen." No, you want somebody who's stern, because that somebody really wants, loves you and wants to see you succeed. So that is very, very important. I've got another quote here which says, "Until one is committed, there is hesitancy and the chance to draw back. When you are not committed, you are not serious, your goals are not valid, and you are generally likely to fail. The greater the magnitude of the obstacles you encounter, the more resilient you become, the most strong you become, and you will need to intensify your commitment." Another thing that commitments do is they trigger action. An unseen magic happens and things seem to be falling into place. All sorts of things occur to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. So, therefore, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please, please, please love yourself, love your commitment, and make your commitment work for you. Commitment towards your goal shows attachment to the goal, the determination to do whatever it takes, whatever may come, and you have that confidence of achieving it. Goal commitments motivate us to strive for our goals and thus influence our behavior. It increases the intensity of your mental focus, right? So, that is all what I wanted to say about commitment today. And I hope you will be able to uh, work on this, follow your commitments, and achieve your goals without any problem. So I have finished, and if there are any questions, I'll be very happy to answer. Do write your names and let us know if who is there, so I know. Bharti says your commitment towards your work is a perfect example to people to learn from. Thank you, Bharti. Yes, because Bharti works with me and she knows that we work on a lot of commitment, and particularly to my students, to my mentees, I'm 100, rather more than 100% committed, because when I work with them, their success becomes far more important than my success. And I don't leave any stone unturned. I always over deliver because I have made a commitment. I am personally very, very particular about commitment. And if sometimes your commitment doesn't get honored, I am very upset with myself. I do hundreds of things to see that that mistake cannot be repeated. Okay, firstly, it doesn't happen. If it happens, uh, I'm very harsh to myself to make sure that that doesn't happen again. Any more questions? Any comments? So I don't see any questions and comments coming up. Thank you very much, boys and girls. Thank you for being here. And we'll be there next Monday, 5 p.m. Make sure that you come, tell your friends about it. We want to see more people coming. And we are soon going to announce the name of the next goal setting program, which we are finalizing soon. At the moment, I'm going to be concentrating on the time managers program, which starts next Saturday. So if you want, please next Saturday get in touch with Bharti and get your Bharti. You can put your contact detail here, and Bharti will help you with the details of the time management program that starts on this Saturday. No, sorry, next Saturday. Next Saturday, it is free of cost. 27th February, free of cost. 3 hours masterclass on time management. Okay, yeah. Rashmi Yadav is here, sir. How to tackle with people who doesn't give importance to commitments. So, Rashmi, I don't think I can be responsible for other people. Can I be responsible for myself? Can I do that? And I have seen in teams and in companies, if you show exemplary commitment, the others get influenced and show it too. But I don't think we should worry too much about something that is not within our influence. So, if something is not within your control, if something is not within your sphere, just leave it. You can't control certain things. You can't control people. You can't control weather. You can't control traffic. So, you have to learn to live within that. But you have 100% control on yourself. So, at least do that. Okay. Does it make sense, Rashmi? Anyone else? Okay, so thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. See you next Saturday in the More Time, More Freedom program. And oh, there's another one. How to encourage it into a team at work. Yes, you can. You can do that. So you will have to do their team building training. You'll have to motivate them and inspire them. And the best thing, Rashmi, I'll tell you is personal example. If they see the commitment in you, it's very easy for you to demand commitment out of them. So it's easy. We can have a one-to-one chat on that for any further doubts, but you have to work on inspiring them, motivating them, training them, and setting a personal example. Okay, so thank you very much. See you next Monday. Till then, bye bye. Stay safe, stay happy, and bye.